Hey everyone, welcome to Tech with Isha. I am Isha Tomar and I am really happy to start this Python tutorial series with you. So today we will talk about what Python is, why people use it and how to install it on your computer. At the end, I will share some important questions which help you to remember what we have learned so far. So watch till the end, and if you find this helpful, do not forget to like, subscribe and share to my YouTube channel. So now let's get started with our first topic, that is introduction to Python.
Before we start, let me quickly tell you what we will cover in this video. So, agenda for today's video is what Python is and what are the difference between program and scripting language, history of Python, scope of Python, why do people use Python, installation of Python IDE, then who uses Python today, what can I do with Python, sample codes we will gonna discuss in this video, and some sample codes we will execute and do the codings of that, then running of Python, how we can run. All right, so let's start with our first topic, that is what is Python. So Python is a high level interpreted programming language designed for simplicity, readability and flexibility. So here we need to consider these terms, that is high level and interpreted. Why high level? Because it is close to human language and we can write our long codes, complex machine codes into the simply written codes. And why interpreted? Because it executes code line by line instead of compiling the whole program at once. It was created by Guido van Rossum and released in 1991. Python supports object-oriented, procedural, and functional programming. It is an open source language and we can modify and distribute it freely. So Python is widely known for easy to read syntax, which make it beginner friendly and while being powerful enough for professionals. So now here are some key characteristics of Python, that is interpreted language, dynamically typed, platform independent, extensive libraries, open source. So as we have already discussed that why interpreted, because runs code line by line and making debugging easier. Dynamically typed because we don't need to declare variable types explicitly, right? Then platform independent because we can run it on our various operating systems like Windows, Mac, and Linux, etc. Then it supports wide range of libraries. So we have multiple libraries in our Python, so we can use according as per our needs. And it is open source, means it is freely available. We can install into our PCs and use it through the IDE. So we know that Python is a high level interpreted programming language that is easy to read and write. But now you might be wondering that what can we actually do with Python? So well, Python is used in many areas and here are some of the most common ones, that is web development, data science and machine learning, automation and software development, cybersecurity, hacking and game development, app development. So these are the specific areas where we can use Python. So now here are some points why should you learn Python. So because it is beginner friendly and widely used, easy to write the code snippets and open source, having a large community, then can be used in various great option for various career opportunities in AI, ML and data science. So these are the specific reasons that why we can proceed or learn with the Python and all. Now, first, it is important to understand the difference between programming language and scripting language. So, programming language is used to develop as standalone applications and softwares, whereas scripting language, a type of programming language used for automating tasks within existing system. So as it is very simple to understand that programming language makes our standalone application This is helpful in making stand-alone applications. For example, the programming language we use for this is CPP and Java, whereas scripting language is used for automating the tasks. And the example of scripting languages Python, JavaScript, and Bash. So if we consider the example of scripting language, then we can consider as like a Python script to rename multiple files at once. So this is the basic example of scripting language. Now, if we come forward with Python language, then where it is used. So it is used for building complete software application, operating systems, and games, whereas scripting language is mainly used for automation, writing small programs, or gluing systems together. Then development time, so longer development cycle due to complication and complexity. Whereas scripting language have shorter development cycle. Then, if we talk about the performance of programming language, then it is typically faster because of compilation, whereas scripting language is slightly slower due to interpretation. Then, example languages for programming languages like C, CPP, Java, Swift, and for scripting language, the example languages are Python, JavaScript, Perl, Shell, PHP.
So now, as we have seen that what are the difference between Python language and a scripting language. So now we will come on the topic that how does Python relate to this topic, right? So Python is both a programming and scripting language, and depending on how we use it, right? So as in scripting language, as we know that scripting language is automate used for automating the task like file operation, web scraping, and all, and it runs script directly without needing compilation, right? So here is an example of the scripting language. And as a programming language, so it is used to develop full-fledged applications like web apps, games, AI models, and more, and support object oriented programming, procedural programming, and functional programming, etc. So these are the two reasons why Python supports both scripting and programming language. Now, let's discuss about the history of Python. So, Python was created by Guido van Rossum in the late 1980s, and it is officially released in 1991. So, previously it was developed as a ABC programming language, which is known as for its simplicity and ease of use, but lacked extensibility. So Guido wanted to design a language that is easy to learn and powerful. So then in 1991, it has been released as Python language, which has been a very easy to learn language, which is powerful and used for various tasks according to our needs. So as of now, uh, Python 3.12.1 is the latest stable version we can use. So why name Python? Because there is a fact behind choosing the name Python. Guido when Rossum was reading the script of a popular BBC comedy series, so through which he decided the name as Python. As you can see, he wanted to select the name which is sort of unique. So there is the so he decided to select naming Python after the Monty Python's flying circus for their newly created programming language. Now, as in this chart, you can see that in 1989, the development of Python begins, and in 1991, there is a first version of Python release, that is 0.9.0, which is the first release with core features like functions, exception handling, and basics of data types. Then in Python 1.0, that is in the year of 1994, introduced the lambda function and map function, filter and reduce functions and all. Then in 2000, Python 2.2 has been released, in which the concept of garbage collection, list comprehensions, and Unicode support has been released. Then in 2001, Python Software Foundation established to manage Python's development and intellectual properties. Then further we proceed. In 2025, AI and machine learning integration with real-time data processing tools and stronger security things has been supported in Python. So as you can see, these are the advancements that has been time to time updated in this Python and how it can be useful now, as you can see with the growth of this. Now an important question: how can learning Python help in our careers? So how can we proceed our career in Python? So first, if you want to explore more on this topic, that how Python is being useful in our career and all, so you can use this link and go through this link. Then you will find the various career things of Python onto this link. So now here I have described some of the options that you can choose as in your career, and you can proceed with Python as in base language. So now first, if we discuss about the data science, so data science and are the profile in which you have to do the statistical analysis, machine learning, and development of data-driven solutions. So it requires the key skills like Python, R, SQL, machine learning, statistical analysis, data visualization, and all. So tools we can use, or we can say the Python libraries we can use, like pandas, numpy, scikit-learn, and matplotlib, etc. Then as in Python developer, if you want to proceed, then Python developer are tasks that write the full code for the web application logic at the backend. So and also supporting the integration with web services. So key skills it requires like Python web frameworks like Django and Flask, and tools like IDE, that is PyCharm, Git, Django, and Flask. So now if we discuss about data analyst, so data analysts turn data into information, providing insights that help companies make strategic decisions. They are proficient in data manipulation and visualization. So key skills it requires like Python, SQL, data analysis, statistical analysis, business intelligence, etc. And tools like Pandas, NumPy, Tableau, Power BI, SQL databases, etc. Then deep learning engineers specialize in using deep learning platforms to build and refine neural networks that mimic human decision making. Then key skills like Python, deep learning, neural network design, TensorFlow, PyTorch, etc. Then computer vision engineer, so it basically develops system that derive meaningful information from the visuals. Want to explore with computer vision engineers, so computer vision engineers develop systems that derive meaningful information from visual inputs such as images, videos, etc. So it also requires the key skill like Python, image processing, etc., and machine learning, pattern recognition. So tools like OpenCV, TensorFlow, PyTorch. So these are some of the career options as I've discussed in this tutorial. But you can choose many more career options based on the specifically Python. So you can explore more onto this site, or you can explore more over the Google. So now, as we have already discussed that reasons why people choose Python as an base language or as a starting point, because it is easy to learn and readable, versatile and flexible. Extensive libraries supports many various variety of libraries and frameworks, so which helps us in making of various projects and all. Then high productivity, strong community support, then cross-platform compatibility means runs seamlessly on Windows, Mac, Linux, and embedded systems. Then also dominates the AI, machine learning, and data analysis industries with powerful tools. Then cloud, IoT, and NLP. So these are the various reasons why Python is in the trend right now, or people choose Python because these are the specifically reasons, and there are also the benefits that easy to debug and maintain, support multiple programming paradigm, that is object oriented programming, procedural and functional as well. So high demand in job marketing as well. So these are the various specific reasons that shows the benefits of using Python, as well as the reasons why we choose Python, or why it is a trend right now. So far, we have covered the introduction to Python, its benefits, why to use it, why to choose it, why Python is interpreted and scripting language both. So now comes into the picture, that is installation of Python on Windows. So specifically in this video, I'm considering the Windows installation part. So here are the steps that I have been mentioned, that how we can install the Python into our local machines. So first we need to go on the Python website, that is python.org slash downloads. Then click on the download button where we can find the latest version for Windows. Then just save the installer to your PC. Then install Python. So now in the step 2, while installing the Python, so when you run the installer for downloading, so important checkbox you have to check, that is add Python to path, because this allows us to use Python from the command prompt and all. Then click on customize installation. So if we want to choose specific features, otherwise click on install now. So these are the procedures which you can use for installation of Python, or you can use this video link through which you can get to know that how practically we can install the Python into our local machines. For writing and running Python scripts, download a code editor, whether you can use VS Code or PyCharm. So for particularly in these tutorial series, we will use VS Code. So it's better to have VS Code on your system. Otherwise, you can choose PyCharm as well. There is no issues with that. All right. Now let's learn about one of the most important and basic function in Python, that is print function. The print function is used to display output on the screen. So let's see how it works. So basic example is print and hello world. So it tells us that print function is a function and not a statement. So as you can see in the output, we have get the same statement whatever we have given into our print function. So here Python prints the text inside the code on the screen, and as you can see that there is another type function which basically define us that this is the built-in function or method in the Python. So basically type is used to check what are the type of this function, or what is the type of this we can also use into our data types as well. So now if I do it on the VS Code, so same I will do print, and in brackets I will just in the single quotes I will write hello world, and you will get this as it is statement in your output. So in the upcoming video, we will discuss about the variables and its type. Till then, stay connected, watch this video, forward this video to your friends, and let me know in the comment section you will like this video or not as well. And just like and subscribe my YouTube channel and support this channel as well. And I will come forward with many more videos like this based upon the Python as well. Thank you.